Goodness gracious.
Sakes alive.
Iris and
Rose visit America's first public mental hospital.
this is one of my favorite places in Williamsburg.
Yeah, because you feel right at home here.
Well, ain't you just a barrel of laughs today? I love old medical museums and the torture methods they used in the name of medicine. Check out the tranquilizer chair. This was developed by Dr. Benjamin Rush. He was pretty much the father of American psychiatry. He thought madness was an arterial disease. Most of his treatments were laxatives, bloodletting, hot and cold showers, apparently anything that was geared towards blood circulation.
That is a very complex looking potty chair. Doctors seem to be crazier than the patients when looking at this stuff. I don't think they really had the high ground they believe they did here.
I agree. What do you think about that spinning wheel? Were they using it to spin straw into gold?
That box that looks like a coffin, that was actually used to restrain unruly patients. It's called a Utica crib. And they even just stack them on top of each other with people inside.
People must have been a lot smaller back then because my leg wouldn't even fit in that thing. Could you imagine being in that tiny thing with people stacked on top? I mean, what if someone has gas or needs to go to the bathroom?
Check out the straight jacket.
It's so homey sitting there next to the rocking chair. The sign with the pic of the guy with the straitjacket, it says on October 12th, 1773, the public hospital for persons of insane and disordered minds admitted its first patient. Located near the edge of town in a relatively undeveloped section of the 18th century Williamsburg, the new institution consisted of 24 cells, an apartment for the live-in keeper, and a meeting room for the overseeing court of directors. When it opened, the Virginia Hospital was the only public institution exclusively devoted to the care and treatment of the mentally ill in British North America.
So it looks like they had an exercise yard with a 10-foot high fence built around it to keep you from escaping. In 1800, they built a brick wall to replace the fence.
Well, I guess that was good exercise trying to jump the fence or wall.
Too bad they didn't have one of those little mini trampolines to exercise on in the yard.
Yeah, that could have been beneficial. 1773 cell.
Well, this is cozy. A straw mat, chamber pot, shackles. Clearly what every hospital needs.
You realize their definition of crazy back then was someone who spoke against the king or had too much of an opinion.
True, but there were a lot of people locked up that were also violent. There were stories in the Virginia Gazette around this time. A woman murdered her husband with an axe. I think she was locked up here. By 1836, they switched to moral management instead of restraint. That's what the spinning wheel was for. They let less violent patients work and do activities, gardening, carpentry, and stuff. Doctors tried to show more kindness, though the bar was set pretty low at this point.
Can you believe this? The name was changed to Eastern Lunatic Asylum in the 1800s. That wouldn't be considered politically correct today. There would be protests going on outside. How dare you label me as a lunatic?
Well, it rolls more tripling off the tongue than public hospital for persons of insane and disordered minds.
True.
An electrical fire broke out in the hospital in 1885. 2 female patients may have died in the fire. No remains were found. And a third, who wandered away, was found dead the next day in College Creek. 224 patients were displaced.
It says it was rebuilt and renamed Eastern State Hospital and stood on this site for almost 75 years and moved to a new location in 1960.
Wow, it would have been scary to have mental disorder back then.
Yeah, thankful to live in 2019. So there y'all have it. our tour of America's first mental hospital, and the torture devices they used in the name of medicine.
We hope y'all liked our video. Don't forget to like it, and at the end you can click on our icon to subscribe to our channel. Also, don't forget to click the little bell to get notifications.
Thanks for watching. Until next time, safe travels.